Sure. Yeah. Music today, it's not about the artist. It's about how people consume music. I think there are less people that are connoisseurs of music today than there was because
100%.
it's so much more accessible, and there's so much like it's cheaper to produce, and music is much more in the background for people today. And it's what, like, there's artists that can have a song out that has 30, 40 million streams, but they don't have fans. And it's because somebody likes that song and they like to study to it.
Yeah.
And it's on a playlist, or, I listen to that song when I go jogging. I listen to that
12-hour lo-fi loops.
Yeah. So it's there. That's how people are consuming music. And like, look, this was going to happen. I can be a curmudgeon about it and be pissed off about it, but like
it evolved that way.
Yeah, and especially with like Spotify and streaming services. Like, I literally pay whatever it is, $15 a month for a family plan for my wife and stuff.
Paying 15? I'm the only one paying 10.
I'm playing. No, he's got a family plan.
I have a family, so my wife. I have.
We thought about that.
Yeah. So, but like, I used to have to mow yards, or I used to have to. If I wanted to buy 2 records, that was going to cost me like $30.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
At least,
and I had to work hard, and I had better make sure that's the album I wanted, because if I only liked one song and I thought the rest of it sucked, I was just, God damn it, that was a waste of $15.
That's true. Yeah.
Right. And that happened many times. I was an angry
now
kid.
You can make your own playlist with different artists, different genres.
You don't have to work so hard to like, the entire world catalog of music is right here. I don't have to have space in my apartment to hold all the things that I like listening to. You know what I'm saying? And like,
That's true.
How many people today that are, say there's really good guitar player, great drummer, how many of these people, and this is a genuine question, I don't know, but how many, like, I can think of hundreds or thousands of hours as a kid not watching TV, not reading a magazine, completely sitting with headphones and listening to an album start to finish, doing it daily. Like, it was part of my life. Well, there's no other, like, nowadays, if you're watching TV, you're scrolling on Instagram at the same time, or you have music in the background while you jog, or like it's in your car when you're driving to work. You're
so
like, oh,
music
my jam.
has moved to the background of our lives a lot.
And it's cool that you said that, because it's like, musicians used to have to compete against each other for people's attention. And now, because other entertainment has gotten so good, it's all just one field kind of, and you're all between social media, all the streaming video services, and then all the streaming music services. They're all competing at the same time for the same people, for the same attention.
Absolutely.
And that was never the case before. You had 5 channels on antenna television.
Totally.
And it was a privilege to get to listen to a full album.
The positive side of that is that there's more avenues to generate income. Mm-hmm. Like, if you're a drummer and you don't, I love touring. I love playing music with people. That's my favorite thing to do. My favorite thing is to be in a room with 4 or 5 people and we're creating something together. I love that. And that's my thing. It's my shit. Mm-hmm. Some people don't like that at all. Yeah, and they're as good or much, much better than me. Mm-hmm. But that guy can start an online school and he can put out 10, 15 second clips of him playing drums and give like little tutorials on how to do what he's doing.
Yeah. Our good friend Andy. That's his whole business model. He's incredible at it.
Yep. And he's got endorsements. Yep. I'm friends with a guy named Louis Palmer, who's a British drummer. He's in North Hollywood, and he's phenomenal. And he does play with some very like upper echelon jazz and fusion players, but like he that's not his thing. He's not a band guy, and he doesn't want to gig for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not his thing. He doesn't like it.
More of a session kind of guy.
He's a session guy, and he has a studio with cameras, and he edits his stuff. He's good on camera. He's good at communicating how to achieve these goals. And like, he's making a living doing that. Yeah. And I know people that have never played a show but they're good with Pro Tools or
Editing and stuff.
And they have music in YouTube commercials, or they score music for video games, and they do really well. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many avenues to generate income. I am just kind of a dinosaur, and I like getting together with 4 knuckleheads and writing music.
Good company here,
and go play shows in front of people. I love it.
That's